Hello people, it's almost Christmas time. This will probably be the last video of 2011. I got a little rant to go on today before the end of the year. Keep my title holding shot of the world's biggest asshole alive. Look, if people aren't calling you names, you're not standing up for something. So let's take a stand against somebody that I've got a big bone to pick with. Stick around, stay tuned. The story begins today, my dear friends, with this little throwing axe. Joe got this along with a combo set that all goes in a sheath, so he had a axe to use at work and a knife. Sometimes you need these things. And along with that, he got me this too. Now, Joe looked at it and saw this. It says MTech USA, and even on a blade, if I can get the blade out, it says 440 steel, USA design, manufactured in China. That's what this says that you can't read. Now the problem with this and this is they're both pot still. If you don't know what pot still is, it's where you take a whole bunch of little granules of steel, you put it in something, you heat it up, it flashes. You get this nice metal typey exterior, but inside, let's take this out. Joe threw this. Now this is a throwing axe. It's called Bullseye by Smith & Wesson, an American-made company. But they use pot steel. Now when pot steel breaks, it looks like sand on the inside, and you get this small, less than a millimeter of space that actually flashes as metal. Metal is like a crystal. It overlays and overlaps, okay? Look at sheet metal. If you want to see what metal really looks like, look at sheet metal. It tends to show up. Now, it'll stay sharp on the outside, but it makes them really, really fragile to impact. So, Joe was really upset when he saw this break. What they did down here on the tang, they went skinny like a lot of the old Asian blades. When I make blades, it stays the same width all the way down. That way when you're whacking on stuff really hard, it's not going to break because of this. And you drilled holes to put this stupid little hand on. I mean, come on, Smith & Wesson. This is why America is failing right now, because you douchebags in your office sit around going, gee, how can I make more money this year and get my wife bigger boobs? Well, I'm going to rip off the very fabric of the people that are spending money on my rich, not worthy ass. Flat out. That's what it's about. So today, cocksuckers, I'm going to show you how I can make a better one in my garage. So stick around, stay tuned, babies. I'm gonna bring a little pride back to my country, because obviously the 1% can't get their heads out of their ass. Okay, before my rant takes up too much time, you guys remember the drum stool of doom? I'm gonna use some of these round cold rolled parts, which coincidentally make good knives. If you heat them up and beat them down, you don't have to fold them, all the junk's out of them. I also cut a chunk off of this. This is a bucket to hold up a beam for like a 2-story house, and it's a big beam. 1/4-inch steel, super thick bucket. Talk about strong steel. It'll be 100 times stronger than that pot metal piece of shit made by Smith & Wesson. I cut a piece out, yada yada. Here's a piece of the rod which I've wired out, kind of like a knock on an arrow, which I'm going to weld up in space. Sorry if my voice is shaky, I'm pissed and cold. Anyway, I'm going to weld up something up the back that makes a better hammer action, and then something that curls in this way so it can take impacts and then work on a handle. But by the time I'm done, this is going to be so much better than yours, Smith & Wesson, and I so hope I can post this video on your site. Oh, you guys irritated me. Okay, so there's Joe's old one. The one I'm making. I started with the original long shaft and made a little bit longer of a handle. Now it's pretty thin, but it's beef, right? This already broke. This is not breaking. But because the handle's so skinny, it's kind of awkward in handling. So I'm going to take these thinner pieces of round bar, place them up on there, hold them down, then grind around them.
and then fill in that little nick where that's where I joined the two other pieces. Kind of fill this in, put like a round pummel, so when he throws it, if it hits back here, it'll knock him out, kind of stuff. Know what I mean? So I'll come back and show you, but that's what I got so far. Looks pretty close. Alright? Just better. So there you have it, people. I've kind of found my zen because I got done with this, finished shaping the handle. It's got like the pummel in now. It's all rounded off. See the difference welding those on, man? Kind of polished it up a little. Not much, just hit it with some 80 grit all the same way. Even put an edge on it. I'm going to let Joe finish it, the edge, because I think the sharp should be made by the hand that wields it. I'm not much of an axe guy. More of a knife and a sword thing. But I think it kind of looks pretty much like the same, except it's not a piece of crap like Smith & Wesson put out. I found another mark on it. It says CH100. I think that has to do with it being made in China. I was a little bit pissed earlier. All of this came from Wisconsin. This piece came from Oregon. So it's all 100% American made, and it didn't cost that much to make it. I made the handle longer so it's get more distance in throwing. It's just a personal choice. That's kind of why I get upset, because I take pride in my country. There's a choice you make, good or bad, hero or villain. To me, it's that black and white, and it's that easy of a choice. Especially when you're calling on your country to come by and help you out and do this, buy stock in my company. You're not going to get that. That's 3 days old. Joe's been kind of pissed, and I think that's why. This will never, ever break. If it does, you can fix it, not like this piece of crap. It'll outlive me and Joey, and probably somebody in the future will get it and say, look, it's a putter. I don't know, man. I'm going to put it in his room, but that's just my take on it. You dropped the ball, Smith & Wesson. A lot of you companies trying to come back up should take note of that. I'm just a dude in a garage. What's your excuse?